What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back to Red Band Cast here on the Red Band Cast YouTube channel. As ever, I am Steve. I'm going to quiet down a little bit because there's actual people around that region. You know this thing right here.
Hello.
Her name is Sarah.
Yeah.
She was in the first video.
And then I never appeared again until now.
Yeah, she's back. So we actually filmed this video a while back, but as it turns out,
very bad quality, and we had no idea what we were going to answer for these, as if we really do now.
Yeah. But Nate, we apologize because this is a response to Nate. It's okay. It's okay. He'll be okay with it, I hope. If you're not, I guess, Nate, you can stab us or something. I don't know.
Just gotta make sure he's
not.
Okay,
No, okay, we're good.
good.
Okay.
This is the Halloween tag.
Yeah, this is the Halloween tag, and it's gonna be interesting. Nate says it's a fun tag. I watched the video, thought it was fun, so let's go ahead and jump in. We have 8 questions. By the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and tag anybody who subscribes or watches this video. You can do a tag video for it. I forget who it is that did the original tag, but that's okay. Anyway, so number 1. Name one decoration that reminds you of your childhood. That'll be Halloween decorations.
For me, we always use the same 2 decorative pumpkin-looking bowls at my house for Halloween to put candy in, and whenever I see those come out, I'm like, yep, it's Halloween. The season of Halloween is upon us.
Yeah.
What about you?
Okay, so I remember these. I have no idea what they're called, or even if I just made them up in my childish memory. Yeah. But there were these witches that you could stick on, like, telephone poles or
I've
walls.
Seen those.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't make them up. They're
okay. And, like, it would look as if they flew into it and crashed. And, like, the broom was sticking out, and it was just, like, a hat and, like, arms and stuff.
They had an FUI.
Yeah.
Flying under the influence.
So those remind me of my childhood because I don't even know if those things are sold anymore.
I don't know. Maybe you can make your own.
I don't know.
DIY it.
Yeah, but even if not that, then probably those skeletons with the eyes that you stick up in the window, like suction cups and stuff like that. Those things are cool. Okay, so move on to number 2. What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
Scariest thing that's ever happened to me? Well, when I was 14 years old, I was on a camping trip with a youth group, and we were swimming in the Cumberland River in southeastern Kentucky, and I almost drowned in the river. Like, legitimately almost drowned. It's a near-death experience. It's the scariest thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
What about you?
I was choking to death on a jawbreaker.
Oh. How old were you?
I don't know, probably 11 or 12.
Oh.
And then a woman came up and did the Heimlich maneuver on me, and I survived.
I never knew about this until now.
Yeah, I think maybe it was just the fact that it was a green jawbreaker, but I spit out some green blob afterwards.
Oh.
It's adorable. Anyway, so thank you, lady, if you're out there. Number 3, what is a Halloween tradition that you have and or one that you would like to start?
I really like baking, so, like, every time I go to, like, the seasonal section of the grocery store or to a craft store and I see all, like, the cupcake seasonal-themed liners and sprinkles, and I just want to bake every Halloween thing there. And there's, like, little decorative knives that you can put on the top of them, or, like, dismembered limbs, and I'm sure you would like those.
Sure.
I like baking for every holiday. I don't have time to do that right now, so I don't do that.
Yeah. One thing that we saw in the store that I want to become a tradition is these little sugar cookies, and they had Scooby-Doo's head on them.
Yes.
She showed these to me, and I got so excited.
It's like, you know the Pillsbury sugar cookies that, like, they're, like, this big, and they have, like, either a pumpkin or a ghost, or when you get to Christmas time, like, reindeer or Santa or whatever. Well, I saw Scooby-Doo themed ones, and this guy loves Scooby-Doo.
I do.
I was like, had to get these for you.
Yeah.
So I did.
Yeah. I was very excited. So I want to make that a tradition if they keep doing that. And also, of course, movies.
Movies.
Horror movies. horror-ish movies. We'll get to that later. Number 4, name your favorite movies for each category. Vampire.
Not Twilight.
Not Twilight.
Not Twilight.
Okay. Do you have a...
No, not
okay.
Twilight. That's my favorite vampire movie.
Okay, not Twilight.
Not
Okay.
Twilight.
I think they should actually make a movie called Not Twilight. For me, this is a pretty tough one. I'd say probably Near Dark. Either Near Dark or The Lost Boys. Maybe John Carpenter's Vampires. Those are all really good vampire movies. Of course, can't forget Fright Night. Fright Night's great too. But I love all those movies. Not a huge vampire fan. Used to be. Not so much anymore. One thing that I can say, though, is Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula is awful. I don't care what people say. That's a crappy movie. Okay. Next, Werewolf.
Teen Wolf with Michael J. Fox. So good.
Classic.
It's so cheesy, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
Especially, I think my favorite scene in that movie that just really sums it up for me is when he's like having one of the first transformations and he's in his bathroom and he's like, and then his dad's like, "Son, open the door," and he opens the door and his dad's a werewolf too.
That's a classic.
It's the best part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, if my buddy Pizal watches this from the Sausage Factory, if Pizal watches this, he's going to be very happy with your pick. I know he really loves Teen Wolf too, but I also like Teen Wolf.
Yeah, feel you, Pizal. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's from around here. Anyway, Werewolf for me would probably have to be either The Howling or the original Wolfman from the 40s. I love Lon Chaney. He's fantastic. He's my favorite of those classic horror actors. Maybe. Anyway, let's move on though. Witch.
Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus. Is there even any comparison here? That is the greatest Halloween movie ever. Sorry, but I'm just go ahead and trumping it over all other categories and movies. It's the best one.
That makes me sad, but that's okay. I like Hocus Pocus though. Hocus Pocus is awesome. And really, if it weren't for like one other movie, that'd probably be my favorite witch movie. But my favorite would have to be Dario Argento's Suspiria, which is horrifying and really well done, and you'll never watch it in your life.
Yeah.
But freaking Synapse Films, hurry up with that. I need to get that Blu-ray. So, paranormal / ghost / demonic / possession.
Okay, so I'm going for demonic in this category, which is this one. Howl's Moving Castle, and I don't know, I'm filming it on my laptop, so it might be inverted, but it has a little fire demon played by Billy Crystal, and he's so sassy. That's amazing. It's not necessarily a Halloween movie, but
Yeah.
it's very steampunky.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Miyazaki, Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, that's
very good.
For us, I think that's our favorite Studio Ghibli movie.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm just going to run down the line of all four of these things on here. So paranormal would have to be probably The Conjuring or Insidious. Ghost would probably be The House on Haunted Hill. Demonic would have to be The Exorcist, which is, to me, along with Halloween, the greatest horror movie of all time. Possession, really hard to take apart from demonic, but maybe I'll go with The Evil Dead. Either 1, 2, or 3, they're all great. So, either Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, or Army of Darkness. So, and the final movie category on here is slasher.
I don't watch slasher movies. Should I just substitute something else instead? Can I say what one of the scariest movies I've ever seen was for me?
Why not?
Coraline. That is some freaky crap going on in that movie. That scared me so badly. And I refuse to even look at like the DVDs or the Blu-rays for it. It's so terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the scariest movie I've ever seen, which is kind of funny because it's not even like the same par category as the other ones you're probably going to mention. So
Well, first I'm gonna sort of give a little bit of an honorable mention. Not that it's my favorite or anything, but the first movie that we watched together was Friday the 13th Part 6, and she hated it, but I really liked it, and the night after that we started holding hands and being all wonderful together.
Yeah. But he was really sweet about it. Like, he knew I didn't like to be, like, startled at certain parts in movies, so he watched the movie, like, the night before we watched it together and made me a list, which I still have. It's actually in that box up there, of every part in the movie that could possibly scare me. However, it was so illegible I couldn't read most of it.
Yeah, which meant she still got scared a little bit.
I took my glasses off, so I just couldn't see anything.
But favorite slasher of all time would have to be John Carpenter's Halloween from '78, and closely followed by Scream, then Nightmare on Elm Street. And I've done a video on this before. I'll probably do another one in the future because my tastes have changed. But John Carpenter's Halloween is the greatest. Now, question 5. Name one place you would like to travel to for Halloween.
I would really like to go to Disney World just to see a bunch of Mickey head pumpkins everywhere. I'm sorry. No, I'm not even sorry. I want to go to Disney World. I just want to go to Disney World in general.
Yeah. I think, I think Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween would be really cool to go to.
They also have the wine and food festival going on at the same time.
So if you like wine and food, go down and eat food and drink wine. Or you can eat wine and drink food if you really want to. You might die, but I don't know what that means. Anyway, for me, I'd like to go to New England at some point to just experience all the fall colors and stuff. Apparently Maine and Rhode Island and a lot of those northern states have a lot of really cool foliage in the fall. Number 6 is, what is the scariest book you've ever read? For these purposes, let's include, since we're both English majors, short stories and poems.
Sure. Okay, thank you. I'm thinking of, like, the last thing that I've read that really, like, shocked me. That was kind of, like, horror-ish to me, at least. I wasn't necessarily scared. I was just like, I can't believe that just happened. Was A Good Man Is Hard to Find by Flannery O'Connor. Gosh. Just shuts them all.
Yeah.
Go read it. Then you'll know what I mean.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
I love it because Flannery O'Connor is one of my favorite authors. She's wonderful, and yes, she is freaky, but she's also funny. Scariest book I've ever read. That's a really tough one because I've read a lot of books, and books don't generally scare me, but I think that The Shining would probably be up there. I really love The Shining, and it's very, very suspenseful, very creepy, and yeah, I'll probably read it again. It's just a very scary book, but another really good one would be The Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker. I think everybody should read that at some point. Much better than Hellraiser, the movie that is based on the book. Okay, number 7. Do you go to haunted houses? If so, what is your favorite?
No.
Okay, I guess we're done with that one. For me, I don't usually go to haunted houses, but one I'd like to go to in this area is Dante's Inferno, which is basically a church production of Dante's Inferno. You go through the church basement. Apparently it's very scary, and then you end up in heaven at the end, which I think has like snacks and stuff. I hope there are snacks in heaven. Anyway, number 8. What would your perfect Halloween look like?
My perfect Halloween would look like having really awesome costumes. Like, our costumes this year, I think, are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Want to tell them what? I dressed up as a deer.
And I dressed up as a hunter. Actually, I'm still wearing most of my attire.
I still have some of my deer makeup on. We just got back from a church Halloween party, so yeah.
Exciting.
So a lot of people, though, are like, isn't that kind of like an abusive relationship? You're going to shoot her. And we're like, we thought it was funny. You guys are taking this way too seriously. It's Halloween.
Comment down below if we're horrible people.
Comment down below what you're going to be for Halloween.
Yeah.
We'd like to know.
We would, actually.
Is it funny? Is it kind of violent like ours.
Is
Who
it
knows?
is it horrifying?
But having really good costumes and going to at least one big Halloween event together, and eventually having a family one day and taking kids trick or treating and stuff like that would be really cool.
Oh yeah, that would be very similar. Right now, like a big project of mine is trying to find a seminal Halloween movie for us to watch. Hocus Pocus is on there. Eventually, I'm gonna see if I can get her to watch Beetlejuice. And
we were in the middle of watching one from our childhood, which is Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman.
Which is fantastic. If you've never seen it, it's so adorable.
Yeah.
And also the Wolfman scenes eventually coming up are pretty freaky for animation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I think that's it for all of the questions. Thanks, Nate, for tagging us.
Thank you.
Whoever created the original tag, we appreciate it.
You're
We
cool.
had a lot of fun, but we have no idea who you are. Nate even told us, and we forgot because we're idiots.
Sorry,
But or
we
at
give
least
you your
I am.
credit. Here is your credit right here. There you go. It's all your credit.
It's all your credit. Okay. I guess that's it. That's it.
Okay.
All right. Rock on. If you like, subscribe. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.